In this video, I want to talk about the 3 tips that helped me build muscle fast. My name is Kamyar Lumi, and within 5 years, I've built well over 30 plus pounds of muscle. And I'm going to keep looking over here because I have some notes just in case I miss out on anything. So the first tip is doing heavy compound movements instead of doing like light 20, 30 reps. Let me explain. When you're lifting, when I was 17 years old, I had this bodybuilding program where it had me do like 20 to 30 reps per exercise. And I remember I was doing like the leg press and it had me do 30 reps for 6 sets. And at the end of it, I remember I was just so fucking beat up and so tired. I didn't even want to do it anymore. I was done working out. That was like my entire workout. There's no way I could continue to do something else because the next exercise had me do squats and it had me do 15 to 30 reps, 6 sets again. And what I thought that was like the workout routine I was supposed to do. I thought that was like the traditional bodybuilding routine I was supposed to do to gain muscle. But yet I remember a few months later, I got like 0 results doing that. It just left me sore and beat up and honestly not motivated to go back into the gym. And it's until I changed to more of a strength training routine, like emphasizing more like less reps and like less sets, if that makes sense, right? Like lifting heavier, 4 to 6 reps, 8 to 10 reps, in that range. And when I switched to something like that, that's when my body transformed. Now, let me tell you why. I learned that the biggest key to building muscle is mechanical tension, meaning mechanical tension is basically means getting stronger over time or progressive overload. And the only way you could do that is by consistently adding weight to the bar over time. It's very difficult to get stronger and it's very difficult to keep adding weight when you're doing like 15 to 30 reps per exercise, rather than if you just did like 4 to 6 reps and you hit 6 reps, right? You hit the top end of that range and then you add 5 pounds and it's gonna be difficult enough for you to do 4 reps, maybe even 5 reps, right? And that's how you get stronger over time. You lift heavier, you keep adding weight to the bar. And people thought that that's not how you, there's something in my fucking eye. I'm gonna keep that in there, I don't really give a fuck. So, what was I saying? So, if the key is, if you have to keep adding weight to the bar, wouldn't it make sense that's easier when you're lifting heavier, like 4 to 6 reps, and get stronger doing that many reps rather than 15 to 30 reps? Because progressive overload, if you wanna get stronger over time, you have to hit the top end range of that set, meaning so if you hit 6 reps on bench press, you add 5 pounds. And again, once you hit 6 reps again, you add another 5 pounds. And obviously this takes time to do, but it's very difficult to add like 5 or 10 pounds to a bar and do another 30 fucking reps with that. It's very difficult to do that. So that's my first tip. Switch to your exercises to more of a heavier weightlifting like program. Let me tell you how to do this. On your compound movements, your 5 big compound movements, so you have your bench press, your deadlift, your squats, your military press, and pull-ups, right? And when you're doing these movements, do 4 to 6 reps instead of anything like 10 to like 30 reps, especially when you're a beginner, okay? And then on your accessory exercises, like your bicep curls, your tricep extension, your any accessory exercise, right? Dumbbell lunges, whatever it is. Do 8 to 10 reps or 6 to 8 reps. You can choose between the two. And then once you hit the top end range of that set, meaning once you hit 6 reps on a compound movement and once you hit 8 reps on an accessory exercise, add 5 pounds. And usually when you add 5 to 10 pounds to the bar, your strength is gonna decrease by, or let me explain that better. Your set is gonna be harder, right? You shouldn't easily get 6 reps again on the compound movement, or you shouldn't easily get 8 reps on the accessory exercise. You'll probably hit the lower end range of that set. You might hit 4 reps or 5 reps. So what you do is you work with that weight until you hit the top end range of that set again. So whether it's 6 reps or whether that's 8 reps, okay? So that's the first tip. Lift heavier, stop doing the traditional bodybuilding workouts like 15 to 30 reps, okay? And the second tip I have is gonna be a nutrition tip. Eat your fucking favorite foods. Eat foods that you actually enjoy. Let me tell you a quick story on why. When I was on a restrictive diet while I was bulking, I had so many cravings, right? Like cereals, fucking muffins, everything. I craved everything. So when I had my bulking meal plan, I started eating other shit with it that wasn't included. I started snacking a lot, snacking on like cereal. And I noticed after the next like 6 to 7 months of me bulking, I got fucking fat. I got fatter doing that. And that might even be my thumbnail, honestly, we'll see. But I have a picture of me that was fatter, and I was so disappointed in myself because I dirty bulked. And that's the key. So what did I do wrong? In my meal plan, like the foods that I eat every single day, I didn't include my foods that I love. I didn't include the cravings. And that's the key. You want to include foods that you enjoy. I have a rule. That you should eat 80% of your total calories of good foods, like healthy foods, and 20% of your total calories can come from whatever bullshit junk you want. I didn't do that. I didn't have the 20%. I tried to just eat all healthy, and then I was just craving fucking foods all day. So don't do what I did. Do not include foods that you actually like crave into your meal plan, right? So once you know how many like calories you have to eat, which I'm assuming you do, let's say you have to eat 2,500 calories, right? 80% of that is 2,000 calories. So 2,000 calories should come from like healthy carbs, healthy proteins, healthy fats. And then 20%, which is 500 calories, can come from whatever the fuck you want. It could come from fucking cereal, a donut, pizza, Oreos, cookies, I don't care. Include the foods that you crave. And then once you hit 2,500 calories while eating foods that you like, that's when your progress will skyrocket, because you won't overeat. That's the whole goal with this. You don't want to overeat and just get fatter, okay? So the point is, include foods that you like every day into your total calories, into your meal plan, and again, it'll just help you not like overeat, all right? And the third tip is pick a workout schedule that you actually stick with, meaning there's no such thing as a perfect workout schedule. Like, if you train 5 days a week, sure, that could be better than training 3 days a week. However, if you have a guy that's on a 5-day workout program and he's super fucking inconsistent with it, and you have another guy that has a 3-day workout program and he's super consistent with that one, that second dude is gonna outperform the first guy. It's all because he was more consistent. So if you only have time to work out 3 days per week, then fucking work out 3 days per week. Don't pick 4 days, don't pick 5 days. Pick with what you can stick with, and that's how you get the most results out of that, okay? And I know you already know this, and I know you may have heard this from other people, but again, it's so important, because I've known so many people, including myself, that fucked up on this, that pick a fucking schedule that they can't stick with. So pick a schedule, whether it's 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and stick with it, and you will be way more consistent with your progress. So this was a shorter video. I just wanted to get straight into the meat and potatoes of it. So let me recap everything. The first point is lift heavier rather than lifting lighter, okay? Stop doing 20 to 30 reps. Stick with 4 to 6 reps on your compound movements, and 6 to 8 reps or 8 to 10 reps on your accessory movements. And once you hit the top end range of that set, meaning if you hit 6 reps on your compound and 8 reps on your fucking accessory exercise, increase the weight then. And then try to hit the top end range again, okay? And that's when you work with that, you work with that weight until you hit the top end range. And that's how you actually get stronger over time. And it's much easier to do that when you lift heavier. The second point is include your favorite foods daily. So once you know how many calories you're supposed to eat every day to bulk up, 20% of that should come from like unhealthy foods. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but it really works. And it's not gonna make you unhealthy, because your diet or your meals as a whole is what make you healthy. So if you get 80% of your meals from good shit, then you're gonna be a healthy person. And you deserve 20% of that to be from whatever the hell you want. And this just helps you not overeat to get fatter. And my third point is pick a fucking schedule that you actually enjoy. 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. But the most important thing is you have to stick with it and be consistent. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.